here, hopefully.
Live streaming is on.
There we go. Live streaming is on.
Woohoo.
Miles, are you going to say something? Can you hear me?
Oh, I got kicked off or something. What the hell, man?
That was purposeful.
You guys got me all jazzed
Are you
up.
there?
Like psych. Yeah.
Psych.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's it going, Miles?
Good. I just accepted to be on the show, or so. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, I clicked a different button, and we'll see if this works tonight. So you're
Don't be clicking.
Unfortunately, you're on top of me currently.
I always pictured you as the bottom, to be honest with you.
And I am. It's right. You're on top of me, so I'm on the bottom.
How's that feel?
Yeah. I feel a bit uncomfortable.
All right.
You're quite a heavy person, so it's tough being down here. My spine is cracking. And Leanne is with us. You want to say hi, Leanne? Or do I got to put you on the stage? I can't remember now. Do I got to keep you? Where are you at, Leanne? Can you talk?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Can I help? Yeah. I'll click. Can I add? Yeah, look, I just added you as a person of interest.
Oh, I've been revoked.
Now I'm a co-host. Yeah, now I'm a co-host.
Oh, geez. All right.
Oh, jeez. Come on.
All right, I'm keep clicking the buttons. There we go. We can still hear you. So
what the hell? I'm gonna go.
We're just trying. We're trying all the options. This is like a test drive in a brand new Cordoba. Watch out! Cut my life into pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Disturbed? This is my last resort. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Brian can do it.
So,
hey, Brian.
How's everybody doing tonight, Brian?
Hello, Brian.
Just give us a sign, Brian, that you're here. You don't have. There you go. Don't have to say anything.
Brian, I want you to shave my coin purse.
What the hell? What? He said he's getting a straight razor. What the hell kind of comment is that? Jeez.
It's from a certain cartoon with Brian.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, Miles, you're going to start the story tonight because you've been chomping at the bit. I've been talking to Miles for about half an hour already, and he won't tell me what his story is. So,
well, I have no life. It's like the only thing that happened to me in like the last week. So I was like, am I going to tell you and then retell it in the show? And
yeah, true enough. Enough. So we're ready. We're ready for you.
Ready. Well, if you shut up, I'll start. Okay. So, I invited my oldest son, Miles Jr., on a road trip with me this weekend. And we went to a certain Comic-Con, or attempted to, I should say.
Attempted Comic-Con? Was that the name of it?
Attempted Comic-Con. You had to sneak into the building.
Oh, nude. Okay.
Yes, nude.
So secret that you can't even get in unless you sneak in. Okay.
Yes, and I was going to rail on it and get down on it, but I figured ultimately it was my fault for not, figuring out the details of this, because I go to like these pseudo Comic-Cons all the time. Like they aren't very big, but this one was.
They're like barnyard Comic-Cons is what you love to go to, where you pay. It's like Ride the Goats or something.
Yeah, it's like in some guy's garage, and it's like, oh, well, here's 2 boxes full of Barbies and stuff if you like that. And,
I got a Deadpool underwear I've got on display here.
Well, coincidentally, I do too. So that's and
you want to pay $1, you can look at it.
And so we get there to the pseudo Comic-Con. No, the real Comic-Con. It was a real Comic-Con. And
okay.
Boy, my biggest pet peeve though, man, having to pay for parking. I'm like, God damn it.
Oh my God. Where was this at? It's like you park in a field.
It was
these things. It's like you're knocking over corn stalks while you're parking. It's like
it was Peoria. I went to Peoria.
You're doing people a favor.
And that's in Illinois for those of you that don't know.
Oh yeah, if it plays in Peoria, there you go.
Yeah. Well, it didn't. And so
an old saying. I don't say that anymore.
Yeah, that is an old saying actually.
Mm-hmm.
Will it play in Peoria? And Oh, so anyway, yeah, we get hit up for money immediately, and the guy's like, "Hey, man, if you can't find a spot, just you flag me down, and I'll find one for you." I'm like, "Oh, okay." You know, he looks like the guy from Manos Hand of Fate. You know,
is this like some weird country get a tip thing? I'll find you a spot in the cornfield, or
yeah.
what?
I'm like, okay, yeah. And you know, after about 5 minutes of driving around, you know, we find a spot, we get out.
5 minutes.
Yeah. We had to find a spot. Like all these idiots wanted to go to this, including me. I'm like, okay, and we went to it, and it looked like a pretty big venue, I suppose. And like a fool, I did not get our tickets online. So the lady, I can't go any further.
I'm not surprised you didn't get the tickets online. Let's just put it that way.
I don't like to commit to things. You know me. I don't like to.
Yeah,
commit.
no.
I always like get weird when I commit to things.
You always like to chat up the people at the booth. Hey, you got any nice guy discounts for a nice guy? I'm coming from.
Well, I do.
I come from Iowa, all the way from Iowa. You can give me $5 off.
Yes. And we get motioned like across. You know, she goes, "Well, go around the corner and." You know, they're selling tickets over there in the far corner of the room. I'm like, all right, no big deal, right? Okay. I go over there and I realize I'm there, but in line is about 200 or 300 people.
Oh, like they're waiting to get in still, or waiting to buy tickets.
Yeah, they're waiting to buy tickets. I'm like, F this, we're not going. We're just, I'll eat the $10.
You just paid to park.
I'll eat the $10. I ate it.
Oh my God. Oh, you ate 10, you didn't even, what?
I'm a cheap bastard. Okay, I'm gonna say
that's why I'm surprised by this. Yes,
I know there's no way I'm gonna stand in this line for like an hour and a half waiting, you know, to go to some Comic-Con. I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm just not gonna do it.
Right? Who was there? Let me see if it's worth it. Let me test your judgment here. Who was going to be at this thing?
It was going to be oh boy, I don't want to get his name wrong because then everyone's going to.
You don't even know who it was.
It was one of the gentlemen from Comic Book Man. I want to say Ming Chen.
Is that even still on? I mean,
no, he was going to be there, and then some other people. And they were going to.
What did you say his name was there? I couldn't catch that.
Well, I don't know. See, I don't want to get this wrong because then it's going to get all weird. I think it's Ming Chen.
Did you say me song? What did you say?
What? No, I didn't. What? No. And no, Ming Chen. I
don't think you know.
You know what? It was Bob. His name was Bob, and we decided not.
You drove like an hour and a half to Peoria.
We did. We totally.
You don't even know who's there. You're parking in a field. Okay.
I have no life. Okay. This is the highlight of my whole week. Okay. This is the highlight.
You didn't even go in. I mean, you couldn't wait in a line of a few people.
It was either this or cut myself again. So I go, I'm going to this. You know, I have to do something, right? Like,
my doctor says he won't patch me up anymore.
Oh my God, you've cut it off this time, Miles. And my son's like, let's go to the zoo.
Okay.
I go, there's
very similar destination to a Barnyard Comic-Con.
Yeah, no, it was actually it was okay. You know, there was free parking, which is always a plus for me. You know that.
Okay.
Right. I mean, you know, some of us are from Chicago. We know about what parking's like, what parking costs. It sucks. Yep. And so, and they're like, oh yeah, well, it's like $12.50 to get in, man. I'm like, oh,
at the zoo.
At the zoo. I'm like, all right, well, it must be a kick-ass zoo.
Did you say, is there any kind of like shit shoveling services I could provide to get this ticket price down?
You can say something.
I'm willing to shovel in any of the animal pens.
I shoveled shit in Louisiana. And so we went in, and I realized, like, after a while, like half the exhibits are closed because we're only like into early March, right? So everything's come see Australia. Well, Australia's closed right now.
Why would they close it?
Well, I don't know, the cold weather, I guess. I mean, it was a beautiful weekend. It was like an awesome weekend we just had. It was like in the 70s or something. It was like crazy. Early March, crazy. It's like we'll go into the frog exhibit, and there's like, you know, like these just like aquariums, like you could just go to like, Walmart or something and buy an aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
These weren't like really cool things built on the wall. They're just like aquariums sitting like on dressers and stuff. I go
sitting on dressers.
I mean, it was like weird. I'm like, oh, okay. Was
it?
That's weird. I don't know. It's like,
do they have like your cowboy wallpaper there, like when you were a kid? It's like, this reminds me of my room.
I'm like, this has got to get better. There's some way. Please, this has got to get better. God, please, just let it. I mean, so we go through.
You got Herman, our frog expert. Herman, come on over here and say hi to folks.
These are two frogs screwing, basically. And,
you guys came at the right time.
Yeah, my son took a picture of that. The little weirdo. So if you want to see that later, I'll show it to you.
Well, you could send it to me for show art.
And so we saw most of the zoo, and we realized we had missed like the main feature, which was like the African exhibit, and it actually had real giraffes and rhinos and stuff, which totally made up for.
Oh, okay.
The suckiness of
the little animals. They were thrifty with, but the big animals.
Yeah. I mean, plenty of turtles. Like you've never just seen so many turtles snatched out of a river before. I'm like, okay, wow, a speckled turtle, man, wow.
There's local flora and fauna.
I don't know if this is 1250 to see some turtles. I really don't.
Wow.
I could go down to the Fox River, by Joliet and see freaking turtles and shit. I don't know. And it did pick up though. We went to the African exhibit, and that was actually pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
So you finally did see something that you enjoyed.
Yeah. With my son, who has to like engage like every other family in conversation, he's like,
so this is your youngest boy will not talk to anyone. Your oldest boy talks to everyone. Yeah.
Yes. My young son, Bo Cephas, will not talk to anyone, but Miles Jr. is like a used car salesman. Like, and I don't know why he's finding like all these young single moms like, hey, do you want me to take your picture with your kids? I go, man, this kid, I mean, you're married, dude. You better just, knock that down a little bit. I'm like,
you never know where the next one's going to come from.
I guess. I'm like, where's all the dads at? I mean, I don't want to sound sexist, or whatever, but I'm like, where's all the freaking dads at? I was like, all these moms with kids, and like, there's like no significant other, whatever. I was like, oh.
Maybe Miles Jr. gets around in Peoria. I don't know.
No. But he's just very engaging people. Very engaging.
Oh, very good.
The last part of the story, I know it's kind of a long story, but we're heading home, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I get this my wife calls and she goes, hey, my best friend Desiree.
Oh God.
Yeah, could you stop by a dispensary and pick up some gummies?
So you're a mule for your wife's best friend?
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know. I've never done this before. I don't know about you guys, but I don't.
It's all legal in Illinois. Is it illegal in Iowa?
I don't. It's a gray area. It's a gray area.
Okay.
Her friend is.
Sure. I don't know if I was one of the legal states.
I don't know. I don't get into that. I don't think.
Okay.
But so it's like, well, it's cash only, and I'm like, oh, okay. It's just like
I just spent all my cash on parking, honey.
Yeah, I spent like $12.50 at the freaking zoo, for Christ's sake. And I'm wearing like my old college T-shirt too, so I'm like, oh, good,
I don't know how that thing fits.
I mean, this one was a little stretched out, but like I'm totally uptight, right? I'm just like, I don't know. I've never done this before legally, and I'm just like,
I'm much more comfortable talking to a drug dealer to a certified dispensary.
I mean, I used to deal with the kids around the neighborhood, to be honest with you. I mean, every fancy coming to my house, with 20s.
Yeah, let's talk about your drug use history.
Yeah, well, it wasn't very long. It only lasted
Yeah.
about 6 months. So
Well, Miles was in a horrible car accident because
that had
him and all
nothing
his
to
friends
do.
were all high.
That had nothing. No, that was a different group of friends.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't. Yeah, I didn't get hurt with the friends who actually did drugs. I got hurt with the friends who didn't do drugs. Actually.
Oh, really? I thought you were high when you got hurt.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm.
So what happened at the dispensary? Did you actually get the gummies or?
Yeah, well, I go like, okay, so I get debriefed on what's going to happen, right?
Were you picking out colors or what were you doing?
And I'm like, well, okay, so I go in.
Like Willy Wonka? Candyman?
Well, no, it wasn't quite like Willy Wonka. No, it's like a converted grocery store or something. I don't know what it was, but I went in.
How big is this dispensary? Holy shit! It's
big enough. It's
super
big enough.
Walmart.
I mean, there's like a lot of cars there. I'm like, oh, this place, it's packed. Like,
that's you found all the dads.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, everyone's getting high, and I don't know what.
I'm gonna go down to the dispensary. You want to take the kids to the giraffes?
Seriously, we'll see you later.
I'm gonna get me some gummies
and some cookies. And so I go in, and there's like an older gentleman there, retirement age,
Okay.
I'm like, listen, this is my first time, so be gentle, okay? I'm here. What do I do? He goes, give me your phone.
What?
I have to put it in this plastic box. Give me your phone.
What? Oh, they put it in one
box.
of those things to where it doesn't get a signal.
Like it's like an airport.
It's a Faraday cage.
No, it's like going through TSA.
Why would they do that? What's the point of this?
I don't know. He's like, you
didn't ask. You're just like, yeah, here's my phone. What do I care? I don't know how to use it anyway.
He's like, I got to give you an exam. Open up your mouth and say oink. I'm like, what? This is weird. No. He's like, you got any knives? I go, no.
Did you put those in a box too?
I didn't have any knives. Yeah. I'm like, no, I don't have
any.
Okay. Come on through, kid. Come on. It's like Lee Van Cleef. Come on now, Tuco. Get in. Come on.
Nobody knows who Lee Van Cleef is.
I don't know. I know. The audience has no idea. Good and the bad and the ugly. Anybody? Anyway.
He's the good, the bad, and the ugly. Yeah, he's the ugly.
So ugly. Now he's like, I get through that, and he's like, well, now you're going to go over there to the guy behind the glass and show him your driver's license. I'm like, okay. And so you have to go through that little checkpoint. And,
so what's Miles Jr. doing at this point? Is he chatting everybody up? Or
no, he wisely got to
hey, we're coming in for gummies. What do you guys get?
Yeah, I know. I'm really thankful he didn't, believe me. So how long you been working here, sir? What was it like?
This box? What are we doing with the box?
What was it like working with Clint Eastwood? Was it cool? And so they scan your license, make sure you're not a big time, felon or something. I don't know what that's about. But,
okay.
So now
I can already tell this is not going to help legalize anything. This is already too big of a hassle. You can just go down to the corner.
I know.
Give the guy some money and get a whole bag of weed.
Like, hey, Jeff, man, you got like a joint or something for like $5.
I don't even know what it was. This is a hassle. I can already tell you. And there's a parking lot full of cars for all this.
Yes, yes. It's like 3/4 full, and so I get past that. It's like all these gates of hell you have to go through, and then it's like, well, go to that door, and there's a third guy now you have to encounter.
My gosh, well, I guess it's some kind of strange employment scheme. Get everybody working.
You might want to cup your balls.
It's like FDR system going on here.
What?
Cup your balls? What?
No, I'm just making sure you're listening. I'm sorry, it's a long story. No, but so the guy's like, hey, man, yeah, what are you up? Yeah, okay, you're here for weed? Yeah, okay.
I thought you were going for gummies.
Go to whatever. Well, the gummies was. He goes, go to station number 9. They got like a big counter, I guess, kind of a L-shaped counter.
Come with me, and you'll see. It's a world of pure imagination.
I know. I'm like in a time machine going back to like high school Bob Lament days or something. The guy working there. Hey, man, what do you want, man? Like this guy's totally partaking in whatever's in the back room. I
one for me and one for you.
Hey man, want to see something cool? And I'm like, listen, okay, this is my first time here. This is not for me, just so you know.
I'm buying it for my friend, my wife's friend Desiree. Oh, Desiree, ask her how she's doing. I'd love her to know when she goes back to town.
Do you want to know how to smuggle gummies? I'm like, no, I don't want to.
What? He asked you if you wanted to know how to smuggle.
Oh, no, I'm just making sure you're listening. So my wife actually sent me a picture of what I'm supposed to. I feel like a little, like a 10-year-old, basically. Like, could you look at my phone, sir, and just whatever this is? Can you get,
put money on a pin money to my shirt?
Yeah.
Gummies.
Oh my God. So I was just so embarrassed. The whole thing. I was so embarrassed. I mean, I could have been buying tampons and been less embarrassed.
Oh my God.
Yes. I was like, oh my God, this is like, I can't.
I know you're one of those guys that can't buy tampons.
No, I cannot. No, I can't.
God.
It's not in my makeup. I can't.
What's your problem?
I don't.
Brian, you say something, Brian.
That's a private matter. Why do I want to get involved in someone's private matter? That's not mine.
It's
I don't
necessity. I mean, would you rather there was none?
That's a private issue. Why do I need to hear about menses?
I
don't want to hear it.
People.
I don't want to hear it. I don't. Okay. I don't. It's private. It's a private thing.
Seems to me it would be just, dandy.
I guess.
You're going out anyway. What the hell?
So young Bob Lament disappears into this back room for just a brief moment. And he's out, I got you berry flavored.
What kind of berry? Did you ask? Is it strawberry, blueberry, boysenberry?
This is berry, man.
Huckleberry? Okay.
I think it's Manilow. I'm like, okay, well, all right. And I go, I don't think I've partaken in.
Did you just grab one and throw it? Just put it right in? I don't know.
No. I go, I have not partake. I don't know what the word would be, but I haven't
partaken. I've not smoked. I've not.
In this, it's probably since 1985.
Suppository?
He's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. I go, Jesus, was this like Bob Lament? This has to be like Bob Lament back in high school. It's got to be. It's
could have been. I don't know. I wasn't there. I've never lived in Peoria.
Yeah, I don't. So yeah, I leave. I left like you just rented a porn movie or something. Like I'm just like in the car, like, oh my God, I was just in the adult section of some weird porn store and like, okay, I gotta go. I'm out. I'm gone.
Did you have to go back through all the gates? Or did they just dump you out the side door?
No, once you're done, I mean, it's like, okay, get the F out. I'm like, oh.
It's an automatic door. It opens. Just let you go right out.
It wasn't like Get Smart. I mean, I didn't.
Did you get your phone back?
No, I had my phone the whole time, except for
just in a box.
Bank thief stole it for a brief second.
Oh, okay. What? That's weird.
Yeah. So
did you deliver the gummies?
I did. I smuggled them in. I said, hey, hold on.
Hold on what?
I have to go to the bathroom for a minute. I didn't have to really do this. I just wanted to see what it was like. So.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I just.
So was Desiree happy? Is she happy to see her?
Yeah. She was having some problems. Her
gummy dash or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Her daddy delivered.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know why I felt so weird and dirty doing it. I don't know why. I shouldn't.
You want to tell us any other weird and dirty things you did in the last week or so?
That's pretty. I've mellowed out now, so yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
So that's why I couldn't tell you before the show because I had all this weird stuff happening to me.
Yeah, that's an odd. Yeah. So when are you going back? Next week?
It's going to be a long time. It's going to be
what'd you get? Like pound and a half? What did you get?
Yeah, I got the Frankenstein. I got the, I don't know.
Oh my gosh!
I haven't bought anything like this since Reagan was president. Holy cow!
Reagan was president.
Yeah.
They didn't even have gummies back then, for Christ's sake.
I don't know. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, when we were men, you know. I mean, we might have had a little herb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we smoked it.
I
don't know about all this gummy stuff.
I think everyone I smoked it with is now dead. That's the weird part.
Oh, that's great. It's nice to know.
I had nothing to do with
what a lovely memory.
I had nothing to do with it. I'm just saying. You know, coincidentally.
Well, thank God your story was so long. I have a very short story this week. So
I like your short one.
Yeah. Thank you. Given that you're on top of me.
Yes.
So around the house, you know, we love potato chips. And typically on any typical week, we would have, you know, a couple, 3 kinds of potato chips.
Holy cow. And I'm the one taking 8 different pills a day.
I don't eat all the potato chips. It's for a family.
Jesus.
Gee, Manelli. All right. So so you know, we get like regular plain chips, get some barbecue chips or something, some tortilla chips and what have you, right? So obviously there's more than one person eating on these chips throughout the week. Sure. And I have this whole system because I'm a Mr. System, you know. And I basically stole a bunch of binder clips from work. You know what binder clips are? They hold like big things of paper. They're the best chip clips. Yes. You can't even buy these things because they're metal. You could never get a chip clip that is a binder clip is so much better than anything you can get at the store.
Wait, did you smuggle it out of work?
I think I probably just grabbed a handful and walked out with them. I don't remember hiding it
like I did. Or...
No, I didn't feel weird or ashamed or anything. I just I got a bunch of fucking chips at home that need clipped. And this is the best clip I've ever found in my life. So I'm taking a handful and
right.
So I took them home and we got all these binder clips on all these chips. And so we eat, you know, my son and I and my wife, and we're eating the chips throughout the week. They last more than a week typically, but
sure.
So we eat them down, and then you try to clip them off. And what are you laughing about?
Brian he just mouthed something. I didn't hear it. He mouthed something. I know he's like bullshit or something. I don't know what he said, but yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Go ahead.
They don't last more than a week. Thank you, Brian.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Brian. I like your honesty.
My impulse control is 0.
Yeah.
So I wasn't looking over that way, so I didn't see him.
Yeah.
So we got this binder clips with the chips and everything, and it holds it really tight. So you don't have to, you know, some people like scrunch up the bag to where it's like, you know, as you empty the bag, you scrunch it up. Don't do that. These clips, I mean, for Christ's sake, it's like, you know, putting a piece of railroad tie on it. You don't have these things hold tight. You don't have to roll it all down like that. So they're all kind of, you know, full. They look like full bags of chips when they're sitting around.
Your sack
is full. God. Oh my God. So my wife goes to have lunch the other weekend. She has a sandwich and what have you. She sits down and she opens a bag of chips and she yells, "Crumbs! Crumbs!" And I'm like, "What? Crumbs!" I'm like, "What is going on? Who left only fucking crumbs in this bag of chips?" My wife cusses a lot, by the way.
Yes.
She cusses like a sailor.
Yes.
She's like, "I thought this was a full bag of chips. It's nothing but fucking crumbs." I'm like, well, they're not stale, are they? No, they're not stale.
Wait, your wife sounds like Ted Knight all of a sudden.
Yeah, ooh, Monroe, there's chips. Yeah, so she's throwing a hissy fit because there's nothing but crumbs left in the bag, but it looked like it was a full bag because of the way we do this here. She thinks we're trying to fool. I'm like, no, it's just the way we got these clips. I stole all these binder clips for us, honey.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, so we all got tongue lashings, my son and I especially. This terrible tongue lashing for these crumbs. And we're like, I eat the crumbs. I don't mind the crumbs. She's like, there better be another full bag of fucking chips in this pantry. I'm not eating these goddamn crumbs. I'm like, go right ahead. I'll eat the crumbs. Everybody's kowtowing. We'll eat crumbs.
I'm sorry, Mom.
So she just goes ballistic on us. But yeah. So now we're my son and I walk around, and if there's something that's just got a little bit left, crumbs. Even if it's just like the milk, what's left of this milk? Crumbs. Oh my gosh, this poor woman.
Oh my goodness.
Till next time.